So, what's going on, people? It's January 30th, 2025, and today's title is Having a Good Upbringing Can Be a Detriment. So, I'm currently just chilling in my garage next to my 20-year-old Toyota. I don't have a Lamborghini, I don't have a BMW yet, but I will one day, God willing. So the reason why I thought about making this video today, I just thought, man, I've been thinking just now, like, about my life, about my upbringing, how, like, I've had a pretty good life so far. Like, even as a child, I've had a pretty good life. Like, I'm talking like pubescent, like under 12, under 13, whatever. I've had a pretty stable life, man. Like, grew up in the same house, had siblings, never really starved. Always had the latest console, had the newest games. Had access to a computer, to like a family desktop. Access to the Wi-Fi. Pretty good Wi-Fi for most of my life. Just in general, just a pretty good upbringing. And sometimes I wonder if having a good upbringing can be a detriment, because like, you have such a good, like, I wouldn't say you have such a good childhood, but you have such a good upbringing that it kind of like, it nerfs you in life. If I'm using like video game terminology, it like nerfs you, it doesn't make you necessarily weaker, but you could have been like way better if you had struggled more in your youth, if that makes sense. Because sometimes I hear these stories about these people. Obviously, you got to take what they say with a grain of salt. All these like David Goggins type, not necessarily him, but just like gurus on the internet in general. You can't really take everything they say with a grain of, like, literally, and believe them 110%. A lot of them, the reason why you can't do that, because a lot of them bullshit, man. A lot of them just make up shit just to sell you a product, just to make a quick buck off of you, just to sell their book, to sell their course, whatever the fuck it is. They don't care, And excuse my swearing. I'll try to be have managed my swearing more in these videos. I don't know if any kids are going to be watching this. Like, as of now, I don't have any viewers, but I think I'm going to stick to this throughout 2025 and beyond, and just see where it goes. And if I do have kid viewers, I don't want to swear too much. I don't think it's the way to go. I think it's better to have a cleaner image and speak more proper. But anyways, that's what it is. It's you can't really trust these guys too much, right? But at the same time, it's like, you wonder, like, hey, man, if I had a tougher upbringing, would I be a better person, or would I be a worse person? If that makes sense. Like, because right now, I don't want to dox myself too much, but I'm 23, man. I'm turning 24 in a couple of weeks, and it's like, I feel like I haven't really experienced much problems in my life. Like, I don't know if any of you could relate, but it's like, it feels like my life has been too easy. It's been too cozy. It hasn't been difficult enough. Yes, there's been, difficult eras or difficult periods in my life, but I got through them pretty easily, Like, God gave me a good hand, That's how I feel sometimes. Like, yes, not in every aspect, of course, maybe, I always think about this, but I don't know if I'm on the spectrum. I have to go and, get actual exams and go see someone professional to tell me if I am or not. I have no idea, to be honest. I think I am, because I just, I've had experiences in my life that kind of led me to think, hey, I might be a little bit, I might be a little bit acoustic. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I mean, who knows? I need to go see someone to verify that and make sure it is what it is, or if I'm just making shit up in my mind. I could just be making shit up in my mind, Maybe I might have something else. Maybe your boy might be a little schizo, I'm just kidding. That is, I'm fucking. I caught myself there. I'm messing around. Okay, I'm just joking. Anyways, that's besides the point. I'm getting off track. But going back to what I was saying, like, it's like you just wonder if like if your life would have been better if you had a more tougher upbringing, because me, I believe that God only gives you what you can handle, like you can't really interchange lives with other people, because at the end of the day, God only like gives you a load that only you can handle, if that makes sense. Like, you can't be out here like, God's not going to put something on you that you cannot handle, that's too difficult, that's too complex. Like, you only don't, the life load, I guess you could say, life load that you get is like what you get, and God knows that you're able to get through this. Like, if you switch lives with someone else, you might not be able to go through what they went through, and vice versa, right? Maybe you had experiences. Sorry, no, I thought I heard some noise outside the garage. But maybe you've had experiences that, might have been traumatizing to you or whatnot, but to someone else, it's just another Tuesday, So that's why I kind of like understand that, hey, this is what God handed me. This is the hand I have to deal with, and it is what it is. At the end of the day, there's another quote. I forget which UFC fighter said this. I think it was Usman something. Crap, I forget his name. But it was Usman something. I forget his last name, but his first name was Usman. USAMAN or something like that. Anyways, he said in an interview once that, his mom always told him a quote that resonated with him, and that he still thinks about to this day, and still keeps close to his heart to this day. And the quote goes, if everybody had to take their shit and their problems in life and throw it in front of them, and everybody had to throw a pile of their shit and their problems in life, you would take your problems right back quickly. Just to say that, whatever you're dealing with, somebody else might be dealing with something 5 times more difficult, 10 times more difficult. Whatever problems you have in your life, when you look at it from the outside and you look at other people's problems from the outside, you're like, shit, okay, this guy's going through some much more difficult shit. Let me just take back my problems. I don't want to trade problems with this guy. I don't want to trade whatever issues are, quote unquote demons I'm fighting against, whatnot. I don't want to trade it with this guy. This guy, he's got this going on. He's got that going on. He's got this, that, nah. I just got this and this and this to fix, and that's it. After that, there's still going to be problems, but my life will be much better. So I do think about that quote sometimes. I think it's important to keep that in mind, maybe one guy, becomes successful at a young age, 22, 23, makes $1 million, starts an online coaching business, makes a fuckload of money. But then within 2 years, maybe he finds a girl that he likes, or he thought he liked, and then she, takes half of his stuff by 27, 28, and now he starts back at zero. And his life is more difficult than it has ever been. But then there's this other guy, he's had a difficult life up until 30, and then 30, 31, 32, his life just turns around. Maybe he was obese his whole life. Maybe he was obese his whole life, and he finally loses the weight. Now he's no longer obese. His testosterone is much higher. His life quality is much higher. His dating life changes dramatically. And he's just a much happier guy. But it's at the end of the day, man, I believe it's written. I believe whatever happens. I'm not going to say for a reason, but it's written, Everything's predetermined, and all you have is this moment, and the next moment, and the next moment until you don't. At the end of the day, like, time is finite. I know a lot of people are talking about how, like, there could be nanotech AI in the future, and humans could live up to 200 years and stuff of that nature. And you know what? There is some truth to that. Like, humans could probably get up to 150, 180, something like that. That would be cool, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to be on this earth for 500 years, bro. That doesn't sound fun. I mean, look, man, I believe in heaven. Low-key, like, if God could bless me with a good 100, 120 years, thank God, man. That's all I need, man. That's all I need. That's more than enough, Then after that, I gotta go meet the Creator, But that's just me, personally. I don't think I want to be here for 500 years. I mean, it could be fun. I don't know. 500 years. I mean, if I could stay young forever. Oh, that's like, to be honest, this is the last thing I'll talk about. I know it's a little bit off topic with the whole upbringing thing, but just a little side tangent. I think that anti-aging and the business of keeping people youthful will become a fucking multi-trillion dollar, maybe even quadrillion dollar fucking industry. Because, bro, I think the number one, like, fear of most people, like just most people, like, out of all 8 billion people, man, I think the most common fear is aging, man. Getting old, man. Let's not lie, bro. Me too, I'm starting to feel it. Like, I know I sound like it sounds kind of like spoiled to say, oh, I'm turning 24, bro. I'm such an onk. But, like, I'm starting to feel it too, because I'm getting closer to 25, then 26, 28, 29, 30, 35. You know what I mean? But, bro, if you can get into the business of keeping people, making their 20s last into their 40s, if that makes sense, like, instead of only having 10 years of your 20s, from 20 to 30, you get to extend it an extra 10 years. And now you stay in your 20s until you're 40, and then your 40 becomes your 30s, and then your 40s become, your 50s become your 40s. You see what I mean? That would be an amazing business to get into. Especially if you can solve that problem. Oh my God, you'll surpass Elon Musk, straight up. You'll become a fucking trillionaire. Like, sorry, it gets me excited when I think about these kind of things. I think it's super cool. Like, it's interesting. But anyways, man, I don't want to get too carried away. But at the end of the day, God gives you what you can handle. And, if what you can't handle, if what God gives you, like, there's, like, the guarantee is this, like, you won't experience things that you cannot get through. That's my belief, personally. This is my opinion. This is my belief. I believe that whatever happens in your life, you will be able to get through it. No matter how difficult, no matter how tragic, how crazy it is, you'll get through it. Just trust in God, believe in God, you'll get through it, man. Anyways, that's enough of me. If you like the video, please drop a like. Please drop a comment, whatever you would like to say. And subscribe if you want. Love and peace.